Have you ever come across any hairstyle and you vow to yourself that come rain, come sun, I must make this hair? Have you? For me, I have, and this was the hairstyle. Since I laid my eyes on this hairstyle, I promised myself that I was gonna make this hair on myself. So why not stick around so you find out how I made this hair on myself, by myself, or not? Just stick around so you find out about that. You already know what we do here. We don't joke with working on a clean hair. So I washed the hair the previous day. So I'm gonna moisturize the hair yet again with a leave-in conditioner. Just gonna pump in some leave-in conditioner onto my palm and spread that onto the hair, then brush out. So let us get into business. For that, of course, I'll be needing my mirror, and you guys know how I don't play with my 360 mirror. See, if you want to start making your hair yourself, you need this mirror in your life, trust me. And for extension, you all, I want to say big thank you to QVR for sending me this virgin human hair extension. It is an Afro kinky bulk in the length 22 inches, color 1B. Guys, when I felt the texture of this hair, I couldn't believe it. I mean, as someone who have used kinky extensions a lot, this was so different. I mean, I've been used to the normal kinky extensions, the coarse one, the synthetic one, that I never knew something like this actually existed till I touched it. Guys, you need to feel it. Honestly, let it not even sound as if I'm overhyping this whole thing. You just need to touch it so you would understand what I'm talking about. Anyways, I'll be leaving the details of this hair in my description box and also on the screen so you can check it out and get some packs for yourself. So back to my hair, I've already started, sectioning. For that, I parted an ear to ear parting, just roughly, nothing clean, and set it aside so I can proceed to start working from the back. For the back, you guys are seeing what I'm doing now. I'm using my erratic comb to part a straight line, as you guys can see, and I'll further start parting tiny bits. So I'm gonna be taking a strand of the extension, which I'll further divide into two. So basically, I'll be using one strand of the extension to braid to hair. I don't know if you guys get me. So just like this one, I'll first of all start off with braiding my natural hair like this, and I'll just braid for a little bit, let's say two, 3 steps, no, 2 steps, and then I'll add extension from the one I divided. You guys saw that I divided one of the extensions, so I'll just take one part, and start braiding on my natural hair. I'll just braid for a little bit, and then I'll start twisting out. Okay, I'll twist out till the end. I'll do the same for the next one. So these two that you're seeing right now, I braided with one strand of the kiki hair. Okay, hope you guys understand me. So yeah, we'll continue with the process. At this point, I haven't gotten a hang of the hair, so I decided to move over to the front, so it will be a little bit more easier. So it will be a little bit more easier, and I started off with the front. So let me just allow you guys to watch a little bit before I continue with my explanation. So one of the reasons is very important that I first of all braid my hair before I add extensions is because I'm very cautious of my hair lately. Anything that will cut my hair, I don't want. So this is one of the measures I'm putting into place to avoid my hair breaking. That's why I first of all braid my hair. And moreover, this is a very tiny hairstyle. And you guys, tiny hairstyles are really not friendly to your hairline, and you have to be very careful. You will realize as time goes on how I was able to navigate around my hairline to prevent hair breakage or any sort in future, because in the past I've done lots of damages on my hair because of the hairstyles that I made. So I was being extra careful so that I don't have any experiences of hair break. And also I started adding more extension, like as I twist. Okay, I get to a point of twisting and I add, a little bit of extension to extend the length. Okay, I didn't start off this from the first line that I made in the front, the first line or second line. Like, this is the first line this is actually the first line where I am getting to add more extension because I want it to be longer. I want it to be equal, okay, to the, I don't know if you guys get me. I want it to be equal. So in that way, for in order for that to happen, I need to extend the length so it could, yeah, match. So basically, yo, this was the point I realized that this hair was gonna take me more than a whole day. I wasn't kidding. I got to realize. Can imagine I started this whole process in the morning, and this was the afternoon, and this is the stage I have gotten so far. Nobody prepared me for that. In as much as I knew that this hair was going to take time, I didn't expect it to take as much time as it was about to take. So I wasn't mentally ready for that because I had a lot that I was doing. But just let's just continue with this process. You will figure out how I was able to navigate to save time. You will figure out what I did to be able to save my time because nobody prepared me for how long this hair was about to take. But let's continue. So I kept on with the process of making the hair. As you guys can see, I first of all braid my natural hair for like 2 steps, and then I add my extension, and continue braiding. See, I was using teeny bits of the extension because I didn't want the extension to overpower my hair, and at the same time I didn't want my hair to overpower the extension, which is why I'm cutting my hair to be very tiny, and which was why I almost slept on this hair. Because of how tiny I was sectioning it. Okay, so I will continue twisting out till I get to a stage, and then I'll add more extension. Okay, I'll just add a little bit of extension so it can extend the length, and I'll continue twisting out till I get to, till I get to the end. Does that make any sense? So let me quickly explain how I was able to navigate the front part, the hairline, so my hair wouldn't break. So I was making sure not to apply tension at the front. I was so conscious, and also I braided with my hair longer than I normally did other places before I added extension. So I hope that helps. So you guys, it was evening at this point, and bro, I was so tired. Though I went in between making the hair to go pick my kids up from school, I did a couple of things. I made food for them, ate, yeah, a bunch of things in between. And after I was done with anything I was doing, I had to come back and continue till I was done with the front part, actually, with the front part, not done. So I was done at this point, and I was so tired. There was no way I could continue with the back. I was so tired. So I decided to call it a day. So this was the next day, and at this point, I had already concluded in my mind that I wasn't gonna be able to finish up the hair by myself. I mean, that would take probably another 24 hours or more. So I wasn't ready to deal with that. I headed on to the salon where they finished up the back, and thankfully the hairstylist knew what she was doing. I explained to her, and she obviously saw the front part, and she followed, through with the process. She started, and thankfully she had someone who was helping out with the extension. See, this is a very important stage. This was what I didn't have. I was the one sectioning my extensions by myself. When I finish braiding one, I will go ahead and section like the whole 360 yard. It was just so long. So imagine having someone helping you with the extension, like that would, you know reduce the amount of time you could have spent on it. So yeah, I guess that helped out for her a lot. And also I went there in the morning, let's say at around 10 a.m., and guess when I finished. See, this hairstyle is not easy at all. We finished at about 5 p.m. So literally we spent a couple of hours. I went there at 10, or let's say we started at 10, and I left there at 5 p.m. So it took quite some time. So imagine if I had done this part myself, I could have spent maybe probably 2 days, because I mean, where could I get this time for? And by the way, can I give myself a little bit grace? Because I was beating myself up that, oh, maybe I was so slow. That was why I spent all that time on in the front part from morning to night. Can I give myself a little bit grace? Like, I did everything myself. I did the sectioning of the extension myself, and I still felt like I wasted time, like I spent a lot of time. But this time around, someone did the remaining part for me and still spent a couple of hours on my hair, almost the same amount of time I spent at the front. Honestly, we really have to start giving ourselves space. And finally, you all, the journey of 1,000 miles came to an end. Anyways, let's do our thing. Okay, first of all, I started by laying down my edges. I went in with a leave-in conditioner just to moisturize and condition the hair. This will make the hair more sleek and reduce the bulkiness. See, guys, this is very important. See how the hair is now looking after I apply that? Yeah. So I went in next with a mousse. You can just skip the conditioning part and just go right in with a mousse. It will give you similar results. I also sprayed in some argan oil spray. This will give it extra shine. And you guys, check out this hair. Check me out now. See how gorgeous this hair look. I love that it is so full, but guess what? It is so light at the same time. Imagine having a full hair like this that can last you however long you want it to. I mean, it doesn't tangle. I mean, it is so soft. It is everything good. It's a human hair, so what do you expect? Imagine having a hair this good and you can have it on for as long as you want because it doesn't do anything you wouldn't want it to do. And you can style it in versatile ways, just like I did. I mean, I couldn't even go overboard the styling it because I just didn't have I couldn't come up with enough styles at the point. But this hair is so versatile. So go ahead and get yours by clicking on the link in my description box and also, on the screen. And yeah, I guess that's it for this hairstyle, you all. If you enjoyed, say this video, you enjoyed everything you watched, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and see you all in my next one. Bye. Mwah!
Over here, I can feel you over here. You take up every corner of my